you graduated from the University of Minnesota with a degree in psychology. Now, you were playing in a rock band, and then you studied psychology. Why? Why psychology?
It was, I think the three things that happened in my life are very important. First, when I broke the national record in freestyle in swimming in Greece as a kid. That taught me a lot about enduring pain and discomfort and just having faith in yourself, fighting for something you want. Psychology I studied because I didn't think I was going to be a musician. I just loved music, but I didn't want to be a professional musician. Psychology, it was interesting to me because I wanted to understand the human condition, what makes us tick. I wanted to know that. But when I got my degree and it was time for me to maybe go out there and sit behind a desk and
listen to people's problems?
Yes, I thought, I don't think so. Let me try music for a year. And I went and tried music for 1 year full time. And I knew that for the rest of my life, that's what I was going to do.
Well, the psychology profession is probably upset, but let me tell you, the music world is very happy you decided not to go and pursue psychology. But it had to have helped you with music because in a way, psychology and music, I think, are very close together because you have to know a person and what's behind them in order to make music for people. Do you think that?
That's a good observation, but I think psychology and music are indirectly related. You cannot use psychology to write music.
Better put, yes.
It's again, the creative process is a process of surrender. However, if you study psychology or philosophy or anything you study, it enriches your soul. So when you surrender, your subconscious is full of things. Your level of understanding about life and about what's going on around the world, what's happening to you, why do you feel this way, and the more enriched you are by having lived, gone through pain and pleasure and everything in between, when you surrender, all that stuff comes out.
Okay, we have another live question, and here it comes.
I love
Michael from China.
Whoa.
All the way from China, Michael. Okay,
great.
I know a lot of work goes into making a live video, but would you ever do another live DVD concert? A Truth of Touch DVD would be amazing.
Wow. Thank you very much. 谢谢.
Look at that.
It's like, in every country I go, I try to speak a little bit of their language. It's extremely difficult.
I'm still trying to master my own. Okay, so would you ever do it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think there are plans. We're invited all the time to play in different countries around the world. I can't do them all, and I have to be very careful where I go and what I do, because these are monuments normally when we do big concerts like that.
The Taj Mahal?
The Taj Mahal, the Forbidden City, the Acropolis, the last thing you want to hear when you're there is, oops. It's a very difficult thing to do. It takes a couple of years of planning,
And all the equipment and just
Yes.
traveling.
Yes, but the outcome is amazing, and you get the miracle. Because things happen that you can't plan.
Well, clearly your fans want it, so you might want to think hard about that.
Come
on, let's do it. I'll convince him to it in the next half hour. I promise you guys.
All right, I'll do it.
You like that? Okay, I have another question. Louis from Panama. I was just at your concert in Panama, and it was a great experience. Hold on, let me get to this. It was the best experience imaginable. I'm so proud that you were given the keys to the city and was so touched that you took time for our country. Oh. I'm wondering if you are planning on coming back to Panama again, or at least...
I love the show, by the way. We did 2 shows.
Two sold-out shows. He's being very humble. 2 sold-out shows.
Okay. It was outside. It was beautiful. It was magical nights. And the Panamanian people were so warm, and they just took us in and made us feel like family. They just took us in, and and everybody wants to go back. Actually, I was offered the possibility of opening and closing the canal.
And?
didn't make it, but I promise I will next time. I'll do
Ah,
that.
that close. We were that close.
Time-wise, I couldn't stay long enough to do it, but I was invited. That would be something.
That would be
something.
incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, but are you going to go back?
Of course.
Okay, there's your answer. I just wanted to make sure we got that answer.
Probably next year.
Okay, you heard it from himself right there. Okay, and this is a good one. I was rating for this one. Fatah Syria, when you write music, do you have a listener in mind? If so, who do you think about? Your mother, your girlfriend? I didn't ask it. I just wanted it to be known. I didn't ask it.
No, this is a great question, actually. It's a very sensitive question. It's probing inside. Yes, you can be inspired by your girlfriend or your mother or life. That's what I'm talking about when I say life. Things happen to you when you are open. If you fall in love, it's a good energy. Like, well, it's not always nice. You can have arguments, and it's love is
Such
passion.
Such is life, right?
It's passion, and the color. Your life should be colorful, and you should try to make it colorful, not monochromatic. We talked about it earlier.
Right.
And then it's not necessary that when the emotion appears, it's about your girlfriend. Of course, there's going to be an emotion that sometime will come out like that. If it's not the first song, it might be the fourth one or the 10th one. At some point, I have written a song for my mother called Felica, which we're still playing, and I think it's one of the most beautiful pieces of music I've ever written.
Is it your favorite?
It's one of my favorites. I think it's one of the pieces of music that has a good chance of standing the test of time. And again, I think it's a great question, but when you're writing, you surrender. There's no, and then your soul speaks. And it's interesting. Sometimes when I try to get in the zone, if I can call that, so more people understand, it's
right.
kind of the level.
Like a trance? Is it a trance? Is
Yes.
it like a zone? Yeah.
You're out. You're not aware of yourself. And
is it like an outer body experience a little bit for you?
A little bit, yeah. It is. I don't meditate, but when I speak with gurus who meditate from India or in Japan, I talk to some Buddhist monks, and we try to communicate the levels. I think it's similar to a very high level of meditation. But it takes time. It takes a lot of persistence, determination. I've been doing it for 30 years. And a lot of times I'm in the studio, I'm in here 16-hour days or a couple of days in a row. Go to the other house, go to sleep for a couple of hours, come back.
Just a couple of hours?
Yeah, because I do, but the song is inside, and I'm so happy. The creative process is not a torture. It's magic. It's just it's an uplifting.
Well, your music, I mean, can be described in so many ways, and I would describe it, a lot of it, as very romantic. Mm-hmm. Do you think that you're romantic?
Yes, not always. I don't think I'm heavily romantic, but I romance life. I take it seriously. I want to feel life. I want to play with it. And I think that shows in the music. There's no, again, I do my music honestly. I don't write for a radio station or because today, like we're doing the drum beats this way and then we're doing this way. And this year is hip hop, and so I should do hip hop music, and then next year it'll be something else, and we'll do. I just sit down and go, Yanni, what do you want to talk about? And I want to talk to everybody, as many people as I can. I want to talk to everybody in the world. I want to talk to a 6-year-old kid. I want to talk to a 70-year-old grandma or grandpa, if I can. It's not easy.
Well, you can right now because we have a live question, so you can talk to everyone. So hold on, let me find out you like that.
I meant talking with the music.
Oh, see, you can do both now. Okay, this came from Italy. Yes, Fabrizio, we are live. Yes. Oh, look at me read it. Yes, we are actually live. This is live. See, you just wanted to know if we were live. See, this is not recorded. Can't you tell?
Italy should be, what, 7 hours ahead of us.
7?
7 hours ahead of us. That's probably about 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, dinner time. Dinner and wine.
Like
Perfect. It's going to be that for us.
I might be off by an hour or two.
Just a little bit. Okay.
I know one Italian phrase.
What?
I used to hear it when I was a kid. And I apologize if I mispronounce it. I used to, when I was a kid, I loved to listen to shortwave radio at night. And I'd just go and listen, and I would pick up Italian stations and North African stations and Middle Eastern stations at night. And I remember they always sign off there, and they would say, abbiamo trasmesso musica leggera. Means we
we transmit something, music somewhere?
Light music or something.
See, yeah. I heard a little bit in there.
A little bit.
Okay, we're talking about music and how you get into a trance, but what do you do? Not Yanni the musician, not Yanni the composer. What do you do to just relax and have a good time?
I'm not very difficult. That's the one thing.
You don't seem very difficult, I must say.
My father taught me that the less you want, the happier you'll be in life. I started very young with that. He would take me for walks up in the mountains, made sure I understood nature. He taught me about plants, flowers, this, that, the sunsets, the colors, appreciation for nature, and simplicity. And talked to me quite a lot. I had a lot of conversations. So I had an amazing teacher, essentially, at home. Now, to relax, I love the ocean. That's why we're right next to the ocean.
Right here. I mean, it is beautiful here.
Yeah, thank you. It is. It's a nice place. But anything that has to do with the water, I'm a water baby. I was born in Greece. Right. I'm fine with it. Anything. I like scuba diving, fishing, windsurfing, anything you want.
What is the water? How does it make you feel? Because clearly you're attracted to it.
Yeah, well, I feel like a dolphin in it. I feel completely comfortable. My whole temperament changes. My whole face changes. As soon as I'm in it, I feel like, because I swam since I was a little kid, and we did like 8 miles a day for years and years of swimming. And we spear gun fished and scuba dived, and I dive in the water and I've become a different human being.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we're going to take another really quick break. But if you guys want to submit your questions, just go to yanni.com. And yes, I promise we are live. Yanni's going to talk next about his best-selling book and if he plans on writing another one anytime soon. Stick around. We'll be right back. Clip. We're on clip. That was perfect.
I realize I've traveled quite a lot, and I've performed my music for a lot of different cultures, and it communicated. That was stunning to me. Human beings are very powerful. All of us, not just some of us, all of us. And there is nothing that we cannot do. There are no limits. The fact that I grew up in Greece, I think, played a significant role in the way I look at music. I grew up listening to rhythms that are not common in the West. And what we call today in the United States ethnic music was what I considered music. And what here is rock and roll, to me that was foreign music. So I came upside down. 谢谢。我係好高興嚟到廣州。And that's all the Cantonese I know, but...
obviously these are similar in music. They're bars, right? With